Mom, I love you so much. Please just take me home.
Right.
Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And I'm Valerie.
And welcome to It's Kind of a Gray Area.
Yep. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but we have a third person here. Our first official guest.
Well, fourth. I mean, Granddad.
Well, I mean, Granddad's not a guest. He lives here.
That's true.
We're in Granddad's house.
You're in Granddad's house now.
Right. How does it feel?
Pretty great. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
Sure.
And thank you, Granddad.
All of us are excited to have you here. Matt, myself, Granddad, of course.
Yay!
So Valerie I've known for a long time, as she is my sister, and she is also Matt's...
Oh, sister-in-law.
Right.
Sorry, my line.
Yes. This is back to school week.
Yes!
It might not be back to school week for all of you, but it's approximately back to school week for most of you.
Give it a week.
Right.
Or two.
So, Carter, you have the shade for today.
Yes, I do. And this week's shades are all school-themed because it is back to school season.
So in honor of that, we will be putting a link underneath this video in the description for First Book. It is a charitable donation for kids in DC area that need school supplies. I think it's a really good charity. We'll be doing a different charity for each episode this week for back to school week.
We just felt like we might as well do at least our small part to help with the education system in America and globally.
Yeah.
So yeah, each episode is going to be dedicated to a different nonprofit focused on making education a little bit better for everyone. All of that in mind, let's go ahead and dive into the shade. This is exciting. We've never had a third person on the set before, so...
Yeah, we'll see how the dynamics go with this.
Right, I'm very interested to get your take on this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm excited.
Yay!
Today's shade. Is it ever okay to skip school? And I know you've done it. We've all done it.
We've
Most
all
of us
done
have
it.
done it. If you haven't done it, really,
Well, hold on. We have done it. Have you done it?
I've done it
I know you've done
a
it.
couple times.
Right. Well, yeah. As we said before, Carter said before, they went to school together. And so you guys skipped school together?
Once?
Maybe a few times,
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't think we ever coordinated like, hey, let's both skip school. But probably like I skipped school, and then you also had happened to skip school,
That's
and so then we
true.
like hung out.
So you guys are just both out and you're like, Carter, Valerie?
Pretty much.
We should get lunch.
Basically, yeah. So yeah, we've both skipped before. Have you ever skipped school?
I've skipped like classes.
Really?
Yeah, like
But
after,
not the
like,
whole
lunch.
day.
Well, like after lunch, I'm just like, I just have like yearbook and like a free semester or a free class or whatever.
Right.
And then so I would just like skip like my last 3 classes or something. I never skipped a whole day.
Did you guys?
Maybe if I had friends or family to skip with,
Right.
that would have been nice.
Did you guys have a senior skip day at your school?
Yeah, they never included me in that.
Oh man.
Screw you guys.
Wait, did everyone else skip except for you?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Well, do you remember a day where you showed up for class and you were the only one there?
I remember a lot of days like that.
Man.
Sad.
Yeah, high school sucked.
Yeah, you should have skipped school more.
Yeah, I probably.
If high school
Yeah.
sucked that bad.
I didn't have anywhere to go.
I don't get why you would skip like half of the
Yeah.
day past noon. Like every time I skipped school, it was in the morning.
Right.
Like you want to sleep in. You're in high school. You were
Yes.
up late
No,
doing
like-
homework or whatever. Like you skip in the morning.
No, you got to get out of the house so your parents like aren't like, "What are you doing? Get out of bed!" Like you're late, or they won't yell at you. But once you're out of the house, you're like, "I'll show up to school, get my attendance, and just leave at lunch."
I did like say I was sick so I could leave early a few times. You like have lunch and then
I remember that.
yeah, you'd like have lunch and then afterwards you're just like, oh, my stomach hurts now. Like I think I ate something weird. Like, and we lived like probably like
Yeah.
a 10-minute walk from the school,
Yeah.
so it was really easy to just go home.
Right.
It
You gotta
wasn't.
time it right too.
Yeah. Here's the trick: if you want to leave somewhere and like you don't want to have to like really make up symptoms or anything, just say that you're feeling violently sick. Works every time. No one digs deeper when you throw the word violent into
Yeah.
your sickness.
And you can't do it too many times where it gets like suspicious. It's like,
Exactly.
are you sick? I
Right.
don't know.
Unless you're going to do it like a bunch of days back to back, so then it's just like you came down with something.
That's true. That's
But
true.
you can't do like Monday and then like on Thursday and then like the Tuesday of the next week.
Yeah.
I remember one time when I was like in like 3rd grade, I think. I went to the nurses and said that I didn't feel well. I was really sick. And it was a total lie. Just because I wanted my mom to pick me up because I missed her so much.
Aww.
Shout out to my mom, where she doesn't watch these. So, but I was like, that is the most adorable story I have about myself. I was like, I miss my mom so much. I lied to get out of school. And I was like, I just want to spend the day with you. I missed you so much.
How old were you?
3rd grade.
Like, how did she react to that?
I thought you were going to say 13.
13. Mom, I love you so much. Please just take me home. Right. No, I was in 3rd grade, and she reacted like any mom I think would react. It just melted her heart, and we spent the day like going out to eat and like just spent the day together. Like I think we went roller skating.
Wow.
I was like, man, this worked great.
I do have a story. It's not as sweet and loving as yours, but I played sick. Like, I made myself sick. I like took vitamins on an empty stomach. I'm like, I've been playing sick too often, so like, let me make it a little real.
Gotta add some special effects.
Yeah.
So
Step up the production value a little bit.
If you've ever taken vitamins on an empty stomach, just don't. Like, no.
I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, that was the thing. I know salt water, but...
Yeah, vitamins on an empty stomach, oh my gosh, it makes your stomach is like in knots, makes you super sick, and you will not go to school, but you'll feel terrible for the rest of the day. I did that, and it worked.
And then
Never
you felt
did that
terrible
again.
for the rest of the day.
I was like, wait, no, I didn't think this through.
Right.
On paper, it looks really good.
Yeah, no.
So I guess we should get down to it, right?
Yeah.
Like arguing for or against it. I think it is just a natural part of growing up, and that to have a well-rounded childhood, you need to break the rules. Now, as a teacher or a parent, I would not encourage that because you need to be the natural enemy of the student.
Yep.
Like, you have to be the obstacle for them to learn how to overcome. That just teaches your kids how to be more creative and think on their feet and manipulate people.
Yeah.
But all very valuable skills as an adult. So I do think it is critical as a part of your childhood that you skip school at least a handful of times.
I went to private school, not to brag. My parents paid for me to be there, and I was like, I need to be here. I'm a responsible 16-year-old, and that's why I probably didn't have many friends.
Right, but okay, I mean, that's a special situation, right? If you're at a private school that your parents are paying a lot of money for, then yeah. But public school...
I had adults and teachers and stuff that really cared about me and like being there, like just and all the students. Like I was at a good school.
Wow, look at this hotshot with his loving mom and caring teacher.
So I didn't want to like disappoint anyone. So I did my best to kind of be at school, even though like I said, I skipped like the last classes. You guys all hate me right now, and I know
I don't hate you. I need someone to oppose for the rock, paper, scissors. So it's
Yeah.
totally cool if you want to have the wrong opinion.
Sure.
So yeah, I would say stay in school, don't do drugs.
I am for skipping school. I think everybody should just have a couple of days a year where they skip school, especially if you know you're not going to be doing anything in
Right.
school that day. Like, why not skip?
Yeah.
You're just going to be sitting there,
Yeah.
not doing anything, especially the first day of school or the last day of school. I mean,
Those in particular. But yeah, what you just said is very important. If there's nothing going on, sure. I'm not a fan of doing this if you're just trying to avoid something. Face your problems. Like, if you've got a test, go in and fail it. You'll be surprised that the world doesn't end. So let's get down to brass tacks here. It is time for us to make the official decision on behalf of the universe, or through the behalf of the universe, at the behest of the universe. Val and I are in agreement on this. So she and I will square off to choose our champion against you, who is the opposition.
Just because I lean a little bit more towards not skipping school.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, ready?
Yes. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh.
Okay, so Matt, it's you versus me, just
Yep.
like always.
Because you got scissors and Valerie got paper.
Yep.
Ready?
Right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Gosh darn it! I win. But I didn't mean to do. I didn't mean to do paper every freaking time we do this.
Hey, it
Like,
works.
Yeah.
7 out of 10 times I do paper without even thinking. And this is actually the first time you actually, I think, pick rock and lose.
It
Yeah.
paid off.
Matt wins, which
Yeah.
means that you're not allowed to skip school, kids.
You're not allowed.
The universe says you can't.
Yeah.
Well, morally, you shouldn't.
Right. It's wrong to do.
So, would you rather?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do that.
It is that time of the show.
And I actually have that one today.
Oh, good.
So, would you rather go to Hogwarts or Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters? You have a power. and so you are accepted there.
Okay.
And Hogwarts, you are magically inclined. So you go
Matt's
there.
not a big Harry Potter guy.
I've seen the first 5 minutes of the first episode, the first movie.
Everyone comment below and tell him to watch Harry Potter.
We own all of them.
Yeah.
For like the last 6 years. Still haven't seen them.
For those who don't know, Hogwarts is a school for witchcraft and wizardry, as is set up in the Harry Potter universe. And Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters is the X-Men mansion, for those of you who don't know its official name.
Yeah.
So basically, you're choosing between going to school to study to be a wizard or going to school to study to be a mutant superhero.
Well, to hone your superhero, your powers.
Right, either magical or genetic.
Basically, yeah. Do you want magical or genetic powers?
Right.
I'm a big X-Men fan, so I'm definitely going to have to go with the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters.
I think I would go for Hogwarts because the whole thing seems so cool. Like the castle, the dorms, Hogsmeade, every part of that whole world just seems so cool to me. I could become as powerful as I want to be as long as I study hard. And if I were going to a freaking magic school, yeah, I would not be missing class.
Well, for the record, I would choose Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters also. The world is more normal. Mm-hmm. Other than the superpowers, it's more like our world, so I feel more at home. And again, this is another situation where you get transported into that world and then you have superpowers. So let's say you can pick your power. So you're good at Hogwarts. You would choose magic.
Wait, now I can pick my power? I've already enrolled at
Nope,
Hogwarts?
we're past it.
And that's a big part of it. Because if I can't pick my power in Xavier School of the Gifted, like I can be
I'm
stuck
less
with the
inclined to
dumb-
go there in that case, yeah.
Here's a really quick follow-up question. You're in this world. No one else has powers. And you have one of the worst powers from the X-Men universe that you can think of. Like, would you want to be Toad?
No.
I'd rather be normal than Toad.
Right.
But he's got powers.
Like what? Like,
He's got like a super long tongue for like
Right.
swinging from. I don't know how he doesn't just rip that out of his throat when he's
Part of his power.
can you imagine like going on a date like I just have something to tell you?
Right.
Okay, yeah, we'll just end it there, man.
Yeah.
All right, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Set off fireworks to create a diversion when taking an exam.
Ring the notification bell.
Use a comically large pencil to gain more attention in class.
And if you accidentally call your teacher mom, just change schools.
Definitely.
And as always,
IKAGA. Yup.